In the detailing world, wheel cleaners are one of the most in-demand products you can find yourself needing. With every vehicle you detail, you're going to be detailing at least 4 wheels, if not an extra one sitting on the back. So with so many wheels that one can detail in their business or even in their personal life, it's important to find a wheel cleaner that does exactly what it's supposed to do and some. What's going on, guys? Mr. Ladd here, coming back with another product review. I just want to say before we get into the video, if you like this content as well as the other content on the channel, go ahead and click the subscription button, click notification bell, whack the like button for the YouTube algorithm. Thank you so much and enjoy the video. So if you found yourself going through the rabbit hole of detailing products, if the addiction has gotten so bad to the point where now you are seeing products everywhere and everywhere you go on TikTok and Instagram, it'll only be about 5 videos before you come across Superior Products Dark Fury. Dark Fury is a body shop safe wheel and bug cleaner that is useful in various different scenarios. Originally gaining popularity under the name Rage from Superior Products, although a name change and a strange print on the bottle change has happened. The question really goes is this: does the product hold up originally the way that it did years past? Have you used this product before? If you have, let me know in the comment section below and let me know of your thoughts of the product. All right, so we have my vehicle here. As you can see, the wheels are completely atrocious. They are disgusting, I swear. If I see one person in the comment section saying, why don't you go ahead and clean a dirty wheel, I don't know what I'm going to say. I think I'm just going to give up on humanity at that point. Nonetheless, here we go. I have a filthy wheel tire. It's probably been thousands of miles since I've last detailed it. And I have, right now, I have Dark Fury in a pump spray bottle from Lowe's, diluted about 3 to 4 to 1. I mean, stuff like this, you're never really accurate on your dimensions and your ratios, but here we go. What I'm going to do is I'm going to spray it on the tire, on the wheel, in the wheel wells, and then I'm going to go ahead, in the barrels, and then I'm going to go ahead and also get it in the wheel wells. It's windy outside, so this stuff is kicking up in my face, and it's disgusting. Oh, the smell and the chemicals. Oy vey. So I'm going to let it sit for about 10-15 seconds, come back real quick, and then we're going to go ahead and do an initial rinse off as I would do in a mobile detailing scenario and see how does it hold up as just a spray and rinse product. All right, the product's been sitting for, I don't know, 15-20 seconds, whatever. I try not to think too much about it, but I'm going to go ahead and start by spraying inside the wheel wells. That way I can get that dirt and crud off, and then we'll go ahead and hit inside the barrels or inside the wheels. Oh, great, my pressure washer. All right, let's hit the wheel and tire. Great. Come on, pressure washer, get that water flow. Well, before I even hit this wheel, I'm going to go ahead and make sure that my water pressure is good. This is stuff that you got to deal with as a YouTuber and, you know, working at your house, not having a high production setup and everything. I'm just going to go ahead and, you know, rinse it off real quick. I'm not rinse it off. I'm just going to reintroduce it real quick with just a tad bit more product. Really, I don't think it'll make a difference, but all right. Well, let's see if this pressure washer works in my favor. May or may not. Let's go. Yeah, see, I'm struggling with some water flow here. Oy vey. There we go. So the reason why I wanted to see how does it work as a spray and rinse off system is because if you're a mobile detailer, you want to work smart, not hard, and you want to be able to do as much as possible without worrying about how much you have to go in and scrub. And already I can tell I got about 90% of the dirt off. There is still a light film of dirt probably around the whole wheel, even as I rub my finger across, a little bit comes off. Couple reasons. One, maybe the cleaner's not diluted as much as it should be. Another reason could obviously be the fact that, you know, my water pressure and my pressure washer. But those are real world things to deal with, right? Why are YouTubers using perfect scenarios? Like, if YouTubers would actually use realistic scenarios, my pressure washer is not working right, my water is this, you know, the chemical might be a little bit this. I'm not a scientist, so I'm not doing exact formulations. I'm kind of eyeballing it. If we would be more like that, then we'd probably have a little bit more trust in the community. That being said, it did a really good job, but it's not perfect. I'm still going to have to go in and scrub. I'm still going to have to go in. I could go over, if I had a quick detailer, I can spray it and then take a towel and wipe off, and it'd be fine, but a good amount of dirt would come up. I'm sure that there's probably even some dirt. Yeah, actually, it's doing pretty good against the tire. A little bit of dirt coming up. Nonetheless, I'm going to get it set up, and we're going to go in for the contact. All right, here we go. It's still windy outside, so I'm probably still going to get some in my face, and oh boy, don't we love that. I'm going to get up there. That makes it easier so it's not blowing directly in my face. Now I'm just going to go ahead and put some, basically just get a good amount. Now the cool thing about this product is it seems to provide a decent amount of, not brightening, but it does a good job cleaning. Like, I'm not worried too much, you know, about it making my wheels dingy. It's going to do, I don't want to say it's going to brighten the wheel, but it is going to do an effective job at cleaning and stripping the wheel. I think that's going to be a better, more accurate way of talking about it.
Now that we got that done, so rinse off.
All right, and there we have it. Cleans up well. It's getting the dirt. Yeah, you know, that works pretty good, and for what you would expect, it's working good. It's cleaning up these lugs. Like I said, it's not brightening, but it's cleaning them up. But the question is this, is when it comes to the tires, is it an effective tire cleaner? Here's what I'm going to do. I have a can of Super Clean aerosol. I have probably a few more tires left in it, so I'm just going to spray it on the tire. It should be clean, right? I did 2 rinses. I did a contact with the brush. Let's see if it actually held up well. All right, so the objective is this. I spray the aerosol on there. The foam is white. If the foam turns brown, that we know that there's a good layer of dirt on there that needs to be removed, and therefore making it not a very effective tire cleaner. And I can say already that it's turning a little brown in certain areas. However, it's not a brown mess, if that makes sense. It is getting a little darker, but not too much. So that can either mean there's still a little bit of film dirt on it, or that the tire is just expelling anti-ozonates. There's your scientific word of the day. And that's just part of the tire. However, the way it's looking to me is that there probably is a slight level of dirt. However, the question is this, is that really going to make or break your world in the detailing industry, in the detailing world? Is it going to make or break it? I don't know. That's up to you. Well, let's move on. But before we move on, I want to rinse this off just because it's going to be satisfying to rinse off. All right, another claim that Dark Fury has is that it works against bugs. So I have my nasty Scion with terrible paint, but I've got bugs here in the front. I do quite a bit of driving up here in Ohio, and there's bugs. I have bugs. I have a bug problem. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to spray it on the front bumper, let it sit for maybe about 10, 20 seconds, and then we'll go ahead and take a pressure washer and see how it works as just a spray rinse method. All right, it's sat for about 15, 20 seconds, whatever. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to rinse with the pressure washer, kind of moving top up. That way, if I start from the top and work down, water's going to come down, it's going to dilute, and it's possibly going to work against me. So I'm going to go from the top up, if that makes any sense at all. All right, let's dry it off. All right, let's take a look. So I would say that it removed probably, once again, just like the wheel, somewhere around 90% of the bugs here. Now, the cool thing is this, is that if you are just going to try to remove the front bugs and not try to wash the vehicle, then quite frankly, don't use Dark Fury. That brown mess is just going to mess with you. However, yeah, just, like a pre-wash step where if I was to go ahead and go over and just rinse down or apply or spray Dark Fury on the front bumper wherever there's bugs, and then do a pressure washer, and then go and do a contact wash, yeah, I would imagine this would work perfectly fine. But there's a little bit of residue here from bugs, but you know what? Like, for what it can do for a cheap pressure washer, I think it's a great alternative to using actual dedicated bug cleaners. And there you guys have it. That was Superior Products Dark Fury. Once again, I'd like to emphasize the point that if you're working, especially in a mobile detailing business, you most likely have limited space for inventory, probably a fairly limited budget as well. And if you're just a normal human being, you don't want to worry about so many products for so many certain situations. If I could have a few core products in my arsenal to take care of various different services, I think that that's a win. Superior Products Dark Fury would be one of those products that I would keep in my arsenal. As you saw, it was a great wheel cleaner, and although on the tire test it may have failed a little bit or it did not hold up as well as you would expect it to, for it to do both of those tasks as well as be a good bug remover, I find it's a win-win. If you want to get a hold of Dark Fury, I'll leave some Amazon links in the description box below. Amazon is a little bit more expensive, however, it goes straight to your doorstep. Oh, by the way, just so you know, all Amazon links are affiliate and they do provide me a small commission. However, 2% is really not that big of a deal. Needless to say, if you want to get a hold of the product for a little bit cheaper and you don't mind driving into town, swing over to O'Reilly's, let them know what you're going to grab. They'll have it for you the next day. But there you guys have it, Mr. Ladd signing out. Thank you so much one more time for tuning into the channel. If you have not already done so, I would love for you to click the subscription button, click notification bell, whack the like button for the YouTube algorithm. Thank you so much, and hope you all have a wonderful day.